Hey, how are you? I'm Mario. I'll be your tour guide this season for Yachts and Thoughts, the cruise without a destination. This season, we'll be covering relationships in America, the black identity, the loss of social consciousness and awareness, also the general American identity, what we are, who we think we are, and as a collective, what does that actually mean? What are all of our places? Because at this point, as you can tell, we're not exactly in agreement as to what we are all doing in this particular area. Who was first, who was last, and who deserves what? These are all questions that we can ask ourselves and maybe develop an understanding as to what our purpose is here if we're all going to be here together. Our goal with the podcast is basically to give you an awakenness and an awareness of your part in the world. One thing that I'm very much accountable for is I don't want to complain about something that I'm unwilling to participate in, or that I'm participating in. I also don't want to complain about something that I'm unwilling to change. Basically meaning that the Yachts and Thoughts podcast is someone who's trying to influence you to be uninfluenced by the world around you. At what point did we take the concept of being a leader and a follower and reverse it? Now people want to follow as opposed to lead. And a lot of the people that we're following, we grant them our attention based off of vanity or selling you some sort of idea that you feel you may not be able to accomplish in the real world yourself, i.e. Kim Kardashian or some of the other people who really don't have a lot of talent but have all of our eyes. If we're led by people who may not possess the talent but put out a product that satiates your ideas of a grandiose life, i.e. she has a Bentley and you probably don't, but looking at her drive her Bentley and maybe date men that some men admire and some women chase, being able to watch this person do that may give you some sort of maybe satiate a craving that you aren't able to satisfy in your actual natural realm of life. And this is completely understandable. I used to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger when I was young, and I wanted to hunt predators too. What I didn't take into account that predators aren't real, at least as far as giant reptilians, and also Arnold Schwarzenegger's muscles weren't made out of hard work. A lot of that was steroids and food and work, but a lot of it was steroids, food, and then work. So you were never really painted the actual picture. You just had the finished product. All the shit that went into the product, you actually don't even know, We can't complain about the world we live in if we're unwilling to change our own actual habits. I don't complain about racism because I understand that it's like an economic type of a strife. If I'm unwilling to try to create ways to compete economically, I can't really complain about someone not employing me if I'm not willing to try to employ myself. This and a million other topics, black, white, purple to green, if there are any people underneath those umbrellas, we will cover this season. I appreciate your time and attention.